Sorry, I'm just too busy rocking out to that,
Yeah.
theme song. Welcome to another episode of the Drop Zone, everybody. Just a quick shout out to Paul from the band Temperamental for that amazing theme song. Give his band and the Rock Room Studio a follow. And also thank you to our sponsor, the Wrestling Megastore UK. Don't forget, go to their website, use the discount code, get 10% off. They've got some absolutely amazing stuff on there. So give them a look, please, guys. Let's start off with everybody here. My amazing co-host, Jonesy. Busy week, mate. How are we? Still awake, ready to go?
Yeah, I'm just about here, mate.
Nice.
I'm literally still standing, just about. But yeah, no, I'm so glad it's almost Friday. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I bet,
but
mate.
looking for the show to pick me up, which I'm sure it will do.
That's it, exactly that, mate. And making his debut tonight, John. Thank you for joining us, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. I'm good. Glad to be here. Thank you very much for inviting me, man. Appreciate it.
No worries at all, mate. Tony, how you doing, mate? Hope you're all right.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Looking forward to discussing the week's action.
Good. Tarek, I've seen enough of you today, mate, but nice to see you. How are you? Oh, here he is. How are you, Tarek, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Oh, here he is. That's interruption number
Is
one.
that the one?
No,
We're going for
I'm going to behave. I'm going to behave.
If you watch the Dad's Club, if you haven't, it's fine. But me and Tarek have got a little wager whether you're going to be over or under.
I've told him.
Well, oh, you told him.
Basically, I've been challenged. Basically, Tarek is basically challenging me. How much do I like him? And basically, do I want him to be right? I'm undecided at the moment. But,
Fair enough. I'll stick with you, Tom, and then I'll come back to George. How are you, Tom? You all right?
I'm not bad, in all seriousness. I'm back at work, kind of.
Nice.
But,
well, thank you for jumping on this evening, mate.
Apologies for my lateness, in all seriousness.
It's all right. We'll let it slide once. George, how are you, mate? Thank you for jumping on.
That's yeah, I'm all right, thanks. Yeah, busy, interesting day, but yeah.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah, we'll catch up.
I was going to catch up with you after this, actually, see how you got on.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good, but means I can come on to the shows a bit more. So yeah, looking forward to it, and
nice.
Trying to get a word in before Mr. Tom butts in again. So.
What am I
He's
catching
nothing like
straight?
he can't help
I
it.
don't even know what he's like.
It's just who he is. It's just who he is. Right, so shall we kick things off then? Actually, who's in the chat, Jonesy? Anyone in the chat?
Yeah, Catherine's in at the moment, just saying hello, popping in to say hi.
Evening, Catherine.
Never watched WWE nor have I. But yeah, no, she's just in. She's saying that she reckons over 8.5, or is it higher? But I'm sure we'll see.
Oh.
Yeah, no, guys, if you're watching and on Twitter or your YouTube, come in, say hi. Got any questions for the panel?
Yeah.
Fire away. Yeah,
100%.
We'll set up a GoFundMe later to get Mr. Tom a spotlight so we can see him.
I've even got my light on. What's happening?
You're that dark, George can't even see you.
Yeah.
Right, shall we kick things off then, Jonesy, with SmackDown?
Yeah, let's go. For it,
let's go for it. So obviously kicked off with Cena coming out. He said that he didn't really have much to talk about. He didn't really know what he wanted to talk about. He just wanted to be there and soak up the crowd. It was his last time on SmackDown, which we spoke about this last week. That's his last ever appearance on SmackDown. And it just makes you like, gee, like there's not long left at all, is there? Like we're really getting to the end of it. He come out and you thought it was all done and dusted, and then Sami Zayn's music hit, and anyone who probably knew what was about to happen, obviously a role reversal of the open challenge. Sami this time offering it to Cena, and Cena gladly took it, with the crowd very excited about it. I thought it was a really, really good match. I mean, I think Cena hit a go to sleep, a spear.
Mm-hmm.
What else did he hit? The spear, The angle slam, but I believe Michael Cole might have called it a suplex.
Yeah.
When it was blatantly an angle slam. I thought it was a cracking match, but I think it was safe to say that we all knew how it was going to end. We couldn't see Cena winning the US title. I didn't see it happening, and I didn't think we saw Sammy, the champion, beating Cena. So out comes Lesnar, and obviously just batters the pair of them. Off he goes out back, saying, "See you at WrestlePalooza, bitch," I think was his kind words to John Cena. John, I'll come to you. First time debut on the show, mate. What did you make of the segment? What did you make of the match? And I daren't ask your views on someone like Brock Lesnar heel. I know what your heel things are like, but are you excited for Lesnar to be back? Not excited? Look, does the match have that sort of wow factor going into WrestlePalooza?
Yeah. I mean, first and foremost, John Cena is a GOAT in my eyes. Fun fact, I had a forum name, Cena V2, many fucking years ago. I had his album. Yeah, I had his album. I had his, there was a little wristband. I was a huge Cena fan coming up. Absolutely phenomenal. And then obviously we got Cena wins LOL for years. But no, overall segment fantastic. Match was beautiful. There was an ankle lock in there, I believe, as well.
Yes.
And then the beast comes out. Now, I'm a huge Brock Lesnar fan, right? I love Brock Lesnar. Cowboy Brock Lesnar was probably one of my favorite things in the world. I know a lot of people don't like Brock, and I understand why, because of the whole thing that happened. We're not going to mention that, but Lesnar versus Cena is so pivotal because those two, again, they grew up in OVW together. They came through together, and it's a match I want to see because it's Brock freaking Lesnar, and then you got John Cena, and he is the greatest of all time. So, yeah, I mean, overall, great match, great segment. It's sad it's the last SmackDown Cena's ever going to be on, considering I was there watching him when he come on his first one. I dread the day when he retires. It's going to suck, but it is what it is. Got to accept it.
Exactly. It's very daunting how quickly this farewell tour's sort of gone. It just feels like it's literally come out of nowhere, where we're in single-digit appearances. His last appearance on SmackDown. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see where it goes from there. Evening, Laura.
Evening.
Evening.
I'll open it up quickly to anyone. Does anyone else have anything else to sort of add to that segment? What they thought of it? What they think of Lesnar and Cena going into WrestlePalooza? The silence from Tom is staggering. I know he's trying to beat Tarek. You should have.
He's not on mute, is he?
It's just
No,
He wants to say something.
so you can see the steam coming out of his ears when a hamster's working so hard in his head.
He's literally froughing at the bit.
I just want to say good evening to Sam Wilson. Welcome,
Hey,
mate.
Sam.
He'll be coming on the show. Hopefully next week he'll be on with us.
Perfect.
So,
Evening, Sam.
another new guy to add to our ever-growing bloodline.
That's it. Sorry, did someone have anything or no
Can
one
I-
have anything?
can I say something?
Yeah, of course you can, mate. Go on.
So yeah, I think we spoke before. We were listing the sort of the people that Cena, we was hoping Cena was going to face in his a fairy tale end. I don't think Brock Lesnar was. I don't think any of us said Brock Lesnar.
No, I don't think we did.
So obviously we know why, but it's interesting. But I think it'll be all right. My only worry is actually when they have their match. I actually hope it's a good match instead of a really shit. Lesnar does a couple of finishes and then that's it. I don't
You
know.
don't want Cena to be Kofi Kingston.
No, basically. Well, there's a lot gone wrong if that happens. But I wouldn't. I'd like to see Cena actually beat Lesnar, but I don't think that will happen. But I'm just hoping that actually for a good match as well. Like, I don't want to be seeing Brock Goldberg again as well. Like, it's just
Yeah, no one wants to see that, mate.
no.
I never want to see that bloke in a ring ever
No.
again.
So yeah, I like the segment. I thought was good. Thought it was a nice touch. Obviously, it was a bit Sammy and John Cena with like cause opposite way round. But I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they do with Sami Zayn now. So
Yeah,
because obviously they're not going to put him in. And oh, famous last words. They're not going to make it a triple threat or nothing. So
Right.
yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do. I would like to see him have a really good championship run as well, Sammy, because at least until Survivor Series and until they do probably what we all know they're going to do when Roman comes back. So
Yeah. I think if they give him a good title run, it might be a test to see whether how he'd look in like the world title picture,
yeah,
how the fans react to him in this US title run, whether or not they see him as a world. I mean, who would have thought Jey Uso champion at one point? Who would have thought
watch
Damian
it.
Priest at what? Oh yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but who would have thought Damian Priest, for example? You know, like there is the potential that one day Sami Zayn is going to be in that picture. You
I
would have
think
thought.
he's up there though. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
I do think he's in that group just beneath. So obviously, you've got your Codys, your Romans, and all that. But I do think he's in that group. Like I personally, like everyone knows, I've not mentioned it much, but I am a huge Jey Uso fan. But
Yeah.
Are you?
yeah, apparently.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
do
mate.
that, George, at all.
No, but I did think I was surprised that Jey Uso won a world title like that before Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Like, I
They
thought
wanted everyone to yeet over in WrestleMania.
it's good.
They were yeeting everywhere.
Yeeting all over the place, mate. But I just think like Sami Zayn does probably deserve that. Like you think some of the matches Sami Zayn's had,
Yeah.
like they've been absolutely legendary for me, and I do like Sami. So him getting that title, hopefully you're right, Craig. Like it's like a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
There's obviously you've got Cody and Roman and that they're doing their movie stuff, and so there could be a space for him on SmackDown as the champion.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Cody part-time champion.
Weren't you the one who wanted Cody to win?
Not me, absolutely not.
I'll end him up there.
All
But,
the Cody crybabies are come back.
Just want to say, Sam and Laura literally typed that at the same time. The
Yeah,
question,
I saw that. Yeah.
but yeah, I kind of
Proper
agree
thinking
with
along the same. Yeah.
that. That's
definitely.
my only fear for this little feud is obviously if Lesnar beats Lesnar.
He'll be having less than 8 appearances.
Yeah, that's the thing with Lesnar. I always feel like if he's come in and he's had a shit day at work, and someone's going to get some real hands, and then that could be a problem.
I don't know if it's come up
You
or not,
get-
Jonesy, but just
I
quickly
disagree.
before-
Go
on, mate.
Anyone that's wrestled Lesnar has said he's the utmost professional. I
Yeah.
don't think he intentionally, unless you hurt him, he'll give a receipt.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
everyone
talking,
does,
I'm talking
but-
his backstage stuff.
Didn't he do it to Randy Orton though?
Yeah, he elbowed him
Yeah.
in the head or something. But yeah,
Yeah, and he killed him.
Oh, that thing. I don't even know if that
Killed
was
him.
scripted or not. But I have no clue.
Braun Strowman.
Years
Evening,
ago.
Rosie. I don't know. Oh yeah, you are just about to bring it up. I completely agree with what Laura said there. I do think Jey Uso should have had more time on his own before he won the world title.
yeah.
I do. You know, we've all got different opinions. That's my opinion. You
Yeah.
can take it or leave it. It's entirely up to you. But
We
Yeah,
all agree and we all
I'm just
disagree.
shaking my head at Rosie's comment. That's all. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Jonesy said that he backed.
I absolutely don't back Cody.
I love how she just does not refer to me as 90 anymore. It's
Yeah.
purely on, no matter what I'm on, it's Ray.
She'll just disagree with anything.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on. So we then had Priest versus Aleister Black. Black came out and attacked him before the match even started. You thought it was going to be over quite quickly, but he sort of turned it around and it went on a little bit longer. But inevitably, Black came away with the win over Priest. Tony, I'll come to you, mate. I mean, obviously Priest being an ex-world champion, this little feud that he's kind of got going on with Black. What do you see for him now? But also, obviously, Black's now won. I think in the past we spoke about maybe them two coming together a little bit, like people keep talking about maybe Sheamus and Rusev maybe coming together. Like I think it was Tom. Was it Tom that maybe mentioned it last week? Can you see something like that eventually that they come together, or you think they're destined to just go their separate ways?
I mean, I never thought of them coming together, to be honest, but it sounds pretty decent. Like they could coexist. They're both very dark, mysterious type characters. So, is it going to be another Judgment Day they try and do? I don't know. Try and build something like that. But then, more than likely, they'll just go off. Aleister Black will go off and just be a mid card. Damian Priest will just be like what George was saying. There's that level where there's Roman, Cody, then there's Sammy, and at the moment, Damian Priest would have been in that level, but he's just dropped down because he had all that momentum before when he was with Rhea and the Terror Twins or whatever they were when he was out there. But now he's just settling for mid card. Yeah, there's not much else he's doing at the moment, really.
No,
he needs something when he's got a story. And that's the thing. Like wrestling, it's more than just wrestling. It's the story involved and the emotion with it. And when it's not there, that's when you just kind of like, oh well, yeah, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
You lose sort of interest.
Yeah. You need something, and you need something there. It's like, yeah. So,
Big dog got a hunt. Ooh. Sorry.
Look at Tom's on his best behaviour. Look, he's absolutely he's frothing at the
I
bit.
reckon he's pushed the mute button.
he's on mute, mate.
Tarek's made the mistake of telling him. He should have just shut his stupid special friend mouth up, and then we could have seen it. Because look, he's trying now. He wants his best. He wants his best mate to win. We then moved on to our second US title match of the night. Julia versus Michin. I thought this was an all right match, to be fair. I mean, it wasn't amazing, but I thought it was all right to sort of feel after the matches that we'd had and before we kind of was waiting for the surprise that nobody knew what was coming. Obviously, Julia went on and got the win. Do we kind of just see Julia and Michin at the moment? We don't really see anybody else going for this US title. There seems to be people that are keen. Tarek, who ideally would you like to see in that US title picture? Don't say Chelsea Green. That you could possibly maybe see having that banger of a match with Julia.
She's a heel at the moment, but I think once the Secret Service disappear, that'd be when Alba Fire could be like a decent thing for Julia. I think at the moment there's not really many decent wrestlers out there who can challenge her. I mean, apart from Michin, it's going to be Zelina Vega. It's going to be rinse and repeat between them two for a while. But God forbid it be BFAB. Anyone but BFAB. I don't want it, but with Julia, I think she's going to keep the title for a while. The thing is, I'm not keen on this. I mean, Kiana James being her manager is fair enough, like a spokesperson, but not like interfering in a match where you think Julia's going to lose and she needs Kiana James to help her win, which is a bit crap because Julia's sort of fallen behind. I mean, at NXT, it was Julia and Stephanie were at the same level. Now you see Stephanie's gone well ahead, and Julia, even though she's won a title, she feels like she's like spinning the wheels at the moment. So it's just going to be fighting some baby faces here or there who haven't got a chance. But that'll be there maybe for another 6 months or so until maybe someone from NXT pops up onto the main roster.
Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. Only time will tell, and we'll have to see. We then got Rollins appear in the crowd, and we all knew what was coming. He introduced Becky. Becky's then come down to the ring. We've then got Punk come down. She's started slapping him again and trying to motorboat him and God knows what else. He's then left the ring and started saying, I could have called on so and so and so and so. And then he said, I'd never hit a woman, but I know someone who would. And I'm devastated that Mae Young didn't walk out. No, I'm joking. We all knew who it was. We all knew who was coming back.
Stan Collingwood.
The pop she got was amazing.
George. Oh, sorry.
Joe Barton.
For that
He's got to
comment,
go on it.
he's got to go on it.
Yeah.
You just made the list.
Yeah, about so.
It's a good entry into the list, though. It's not a bad entry. It's a good
That's
entry.
definitely a good entry. Yeah. She's the pop she got. She's come out, wiped Becky out. They've retreated. We all knew it was coming. What's that say? I'm surprised Tarek is allowed online on a Wednesday. He must have been given yard time. He was jailed for throwing marshmallows at pigeons.
What?
Rosie's becoming a creative writer for WWE, if you haven't heard.
Oh.
That's Tariq's storyline.
I mean, that might stick.
I can imagine.
Big Boss Man.
Pigeons as
Big
well.
Boss
that.
Man's his prison warden.
Her actual talent is
Oh.
making up Hulk Hogan facts. That's her actual talent, to be fair to her.
I was actually going to come to the quietest man of the evening, Mr. Tom. Obviously, we knew it was coming. The leaks and God knows what everywhere else. Excited to see her back. Excited for the match that's been announced at WrestlePalooza.
My feeling on it, I was excited to see her. Well, the state of those abs, that's impressive. She's literally the fact. I just love her theme. It's fucking upbeat as pardon my language. It's upbeat as fuck.
It is.
Incredible. But still, everyone's happy to see her. I don't know whether she can actually hold up in this era of wrestling though, because the standard has got so much better than when she was around. So I don't know where, and I was saying this to Tarak, to be fair, I don't know whether she was just so far above everything else in 2012 or whether she's actually of the standard. Because it has genuinely risen, to be fair.
Yeah.
And that's not me saying I don't think she can hack it. I just don't know whether she can hack it.
I mean, if I could just say, yeah, I don't know, mate. She looked pretty good. I mean, even the beatdown that she did on Becky looked probably better than anything Nikki Bella's done so far, being back in the ring. And I'm just saying, that's my opinion. But she's... I don't know. I just think with the training videos I've seen with her and Punk, I don't know if you guys have seen them.
I've seen a couple.
She's pulling out Hurricane Ranas left, right, and centre. And I know that's training and stuff like that. And it all depends on what she does when there's an actual match in the ring, because it depends on the other person as well. But she looks like she's there for a long haul. The contract is a multi-year deal as well, so she's not just back for a Rock appearance. She's back for a long haul, and I can see her taking that title off Becky. But obviously, we'll talk later along down the line. But yeah, I feel she's going to be a big help to that locker room.
Yeah, agreed. Does obviously that sort of brings us to the end of SmackDown, but does anyone else have something that might have stood out for them? Anything else to add to AJ Lee being back? I will open the floor.
Punk's face said the whole story. It was basically his face was basically, my wife is back.
Yeah,
pretty much.
He had the fucking time of his life, and it was great to watch.
He was horny as fuck after that, basically.
Oh, 100%, mate. They were doing Hurricanranas all night, mate.
Absolutely, with that belt as well.
Great aerial ability. 100%.
One thing
thing
I
for
will
me.
give AJ Lee.
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt everyone, but one thing I'll give her
That's
is
free.
her level of stardom was such that basically in 2012, they were putting her in storylines with the men because she was such a big part of the show.
Yeah.
And basically that was the company's way of basically, we're going to strap a rocket to your back. Obviously, we're not actually going to do anything properly serious with you in terms of, because we don't take women's wrestling seriously in 2012. So at best, you're getting a title belt with a butterfly on it. But you are going to get put in storylines with Daniel Bryan on television. You are going to get married in front of Slick. Slick's the man, by the way, but still. But no, in all seriousness, just... She was a big star. She she could act. For wrestling, she could act.
Yeah.
She could do a segment, or she could wrestle a match, things like that. It was fine. But yeah, I'm going to turn off the Tom button for a bit. So
Sorry, John. I think you were going to say something.
No,
as well,
that's all right. Tom has to have his moment in the light, and now he's disappeared back into the dark like Bane or Batman, whatever he wants to go by.
You think darkness is your ally?
So Becky stands out for me a lot. Now, I've not been the most Becky Lynch fan in the world. I've always found her like quite not bland, but not greatly entertaining. All right, don't get me wrong; she can put on a good match. Apart from what happened at the last pay-per-view that just happened.
Clash.
Yeah, we won't talk about that match because that was just more focused on Post Malone trying to find where he was. But no, her run at the minute in this being Seth's ally, so good, and it shouldn't be underrated. Like honestly, it's when she slapped Punk on the Raw before, I was like, I thought she punched him. Right, it sounded like a punch. It was that good of a slap. And I don't know, she's just like antagonizing Punk and everything like that. I don't think it should be underlooked at all. AJ, fantastic. She's back. Absolutely love it. The way everyone's reacting like it's the best thing on earth. Okay, cool. Like everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But AJ, love it a bit. Love the work back then, but she's not the second coming of God. Let's be real. Was people saying she should be on the cover of the next 2K game? She should have her own story mode in the game. Fell down. But no, back on topic. Becky, I reckon she's going to have an important part to play in that match. And I think it may be a lot of Weaselish Bobby Heenan moves, like diving out the ring. No, I don't want to fight you, and then when AJ gets hold of her, crowd goes. That's my psychology on it.
Fair enough, mate. I'll go around quickly then. Jonesy, SmackDown out of 10.
Yeah, 10 for me with the AJ return. I'm one of them boys. Sorry, John. That was like, yeah.
Tom's just gone on that massive, 10 for AJ. Yeah.
No, I love AJ. I genuinely love AJ, right? But I just think it's great she's back, but people are just blowing it out like more out of proportion than what it is. It's fucking fantastic. She's back. Love that she's back. Love her. Always loved her work. Over Caitlyn as well. And I like Caitlyn for many reasons. But AJ was just it for me back in the day. Best wrestler on the roster at that time.
Yeah. No, 10 for me. It was the best segment I've ever seen. I'm glad AJ's back.
John, SmackDown out of 10.
Oh, with an 8.5. It was a very, very good SmackDown. I'm just sad seeing it was seen as last one.
Yeah.
He should make the list for the 0.5. I'm VAR in that.
1.5.
I mean, it is his first show. I mean, unless he hasn't watched last week's, like, he doesn't know we don't do 0.5s on here.
No excuses.
All right, 9 then. How's that? 9 out of 10.
I'm like that little kid. I'm that kid at school who's the grass. Why are you starting on me?
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah, mate.
Tony, I know you muted, mate. If you have to put fingers up, whatever. Out of 10, mate.
I'd give it probably a 10, pure and simply because of the Cena Zayn match, and then obviously AJ return, but Bliss is a nurse as well. So
Loves it. Tarek.
I'm gonna say a 10 as well. It was fantastic. Even the Priest and Black match, it was decent to build carrying a storyline.
Yeah.
The US title match was decent.
Bless
the
you.
women's one, and the AJ Lee bit at the end, that sort of pumped it up to the 10. But Becky actually selling it, the fear from the start where she was the panic, that sort of what made it where it was brilliant storyline telling from everyone from start to finish. So 10 from me.
Nice. What's that say? Laura said, yeah, get rid of the 0.5. I got into trouble, and yeah, it was George. It grasped me. Thought he was a friend. You've been called out there, George.
Dad, sorry, you can't pick and choose the rules.
Absolute snitch.
0.5s. Let's go.
You watch him give a 0.5 now. George, out of 10, mate.
11. Just because I can't see AJ, so I have to imagine and go by the voice. So no, I thought the whole show was quite good actually. So
Talk to me, AJ.
Yeah. No, because I've got more likely flipping AJ Tracy talking to me like that.
Well, I was going to say, as long as it weren't the other AJ, you'd be all right. Listening to, as long as you're not imagining Styles. Tom, out of 10, mate, what would you give it?
I'm going to award the score 44 out of 10 because they brought back the second coming of God. So that's exactly right.
You're not going to live that down.
I would award an even higher score, but then they ruined it by putting Brock Lesnar on TV. So, and Damian
Brock
Priest.
Lesnar is God.
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
I think I'm going to go with a 10. I think the fact it was seen as last one, the match with Sammy was quality. The AJ Lee segment as well. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 10. So yeah, thanks, gents. That's SmackDown done.
Wicked. Let's head over to Raw. Let's change his graphic. There we go. We're on Raw now. So yeah, look, I'll be honest with you. I fell asleep during Raw. I tried to watch it. I tried to watch it 3 times yesterday. It just wasn't working.
ChatGPT, can you give me a roundup of Raw, please?
Yeah, I'm just going to read this statement out, and that's your Raw review. No, I'm joking, obviously. We kicked off the with the Usos coming out together, which was great to see. I'm going to touch into the segment in a minute, but I just want to ask, I'll go to you, Tariq, actually. Have the Usos actually ever broken up? Because it doesn't seem like they've actually had a clean split. I know they've had their runs and so on, so like especially Jay's had his run, but it always seems to me that Jimmy's come to get involved or Jay's coming to get involved, be it with Roman or be it with somebody else. Had they ever really split?
I actually thought the split was when Jimmy cost him the title shot and when he turned heel. I thought that was a split, but to be honest, was it really a split, or was it just right? You're on the other show, and I'm still Roman's lackey or whatever. So It's not a real split, and it doesn't really sort of like when you see tag teams come back together, it's emotional and fans are invested. This is like Jimmy comes and helps, and I need you. I can't do without you. It just seems like Jimmy's the one who helps everyone. He's helping Jay. He's helping Jacob, is helping Sammy. Just seems like the guy who wants to help everyone and comes out and gets beaten up at the end.
Yeah.
But let's be a team because it's WrestlePalooza. So let's bring the Usos back for one final run.
Yeah, I mean, and then obviously we had B&B Security come out, and then obviously LA Knight as well joined the thick of things, and it got into a bit of few shenanigans, as Adam would say, in the middle of that ring. Mr. Tom, I'll go to you, mate. What's your thoughts on LA Knight? Because it seems like he's being thrust into this storyline between. He feels like the in between of the Usos and the obviously. I'm just going to call them B&B Security. Them two guys. Where do you see LA Knight slotted into all this? Is he going to cost the Usos maybe at WrestlePalooza?
I personally was more interested in you calling them B&B Security.
Yeah. I just got J&J Security in my head for some reason.
In my mind, I was sitting there thinking, why are they not the bronze?
Yeah.
But anyway, it's hard to say with LA Knight. It's basically a case of they've got someone. They know if they don't use him, people are going to sit there and go, "Hey, where's LA Knight?"
Yeah.
But they don't really want to do anything with him because I don't think they have any real intention of actually he's never going to win that belt, for example. But he will be put in the matches where he's challenging for that belt, and then I'm expected to sit there and feel like they've got a chance of putting the belt on him. But I don't know. So ultimately, to answer your question, I think he's basically I'm gonna come out every week and do a bad impersonation of Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, exactly. My thoughts exactly. Anybody else have any thoughts on LA Knight? Do they disagree? Do you think he will get a title, or do you think he's just being used as that guy who's can fill a slot somewhere where there's a story?
I'm bored.
I want him
Yeah.
to go away.
Champion.
Yeah, I'm bored of him. He's
I can't.
The thing is,
if it was going to happen, it would have happened by now.
Yeah. Sorry, John, was you gonna?
Sorry, bollocks.
I reckon they'll probably make him a paper champion, like at some point, just someone to hold the title for like a month or something, lose it. But if they wanted to put a rocket on him, they would have done him at the height of his popularity with all the TikToks and everything like that. I don't see him becoming a long-term champion. I see him being there more to help the younger talent get over and stuff like that, and he does a great job at that.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I am a bit bored of him. Hopefully, him and his sister Maxine disappears pretty sharpish because they're not doing pretty much.
I'm bored of him later in the show, but we'll come to that.
Yeah, we'll definitely come to that. The next
Showing up on
matchup,
that LFG show, man.
the next matchup we had was the first matchup was AJ Styles versus El Grande Americano A. I called him A because we saw B a little bit later on in the match, and obviously then Dragon Lee come out, and that's obviously looking like that's going to set up a tag team somewhere. But I don't really want to talk about that match. I want to talk about the promo that you guys may or may not have seen during the commercial break. You've probably seen it online. Craig, I'll go to you first, mate. Did you see the promo, and did you see what was your thoughts on him saying that someone here doesn't like him, and that they're kind of holding him back?
I didn't see the promo.
Okay, Tony.
I'm not going to lie. Sorry, mate. That might have been where I was trying to skim through, or
Tony hasn't seen it either by the look.
I took a work call, or no, I haven't seen it, mate.
Right,
Jonesy, do you want me to help you out, mate?
Let me start again. Who saw
I think Malone's seen it.
He's seen it.
Yeah, who saw the AJ Styles promo?
The only one who can't see, I think.
Right. George, because you said it first. You go for it, mate.
I thought it was interesting. It reminded me a bit of when Cross done one. So I don't know if they was trying to have the same level of interest as that. I think he might be onto something. You got to think, obviously, his boyfriends in Gallows and Anderson, they're gone, aren't they? And then obviously he's been moved to Raw, like he was saying. And whenever he seems to
fucking see this. Sorry, George. I did see it. Go on, keep going.
That's fine. And so I think he might be on to something, but then could he just be saying it also because his contract ends pretty soon? So, but then, like, on a serious note, guys, what do you do with AJ Styles? Like, do you think would you really have him for another year or two? I don't know what storylines there's there for him. Like, I think maybe that ship sailed.
I thought they would have put the Intercontinental title on him, to be fair. I thought, and they haven't done it, so surely, is the ship sailed?
Tariq says about TNA maybe, but
I think he'll do that.
Yeah.
But I don't I think, like you said, Craig, I think they would, if they was going to put the belt on him, they wouldn't have had that. He would have had it on him by now, I think.
Yeah,
and
100%.
like, Dirty Dom's got like 2 belts, a moustache, every woman in the women's division. Like, so I don't know. Maybe they're looking more towards the future and being a bit honest. AJ Styles is probably not the future. Well, he isn't the future of WWE. So maybe he goes to NXT or TNA.
Yeah, could do. Anybody have any other thoughts on AJ Styles and the promo?
One that no one saw.
Yeah.
He mentioned Meechin as well. I'm like, why did he mention Meechin for? I mean, what's she going to do? She's not going to help him win titles.
She'll just come out with a kendo stick as usual.
So,
but yeah,
I don't think there's much to look into it. Honestly, I think it was just a good little promo to get people talking.
Yeah,
smart, and as much as we all love to like try and peel back the curtain and know what's going on backstage. I think it could be storyline driven.
Mm.
I think it may have something to do with Heyman. That's just me
Yeah.
throwing an idea out there. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Hell, the only people that know what goes on is the people that go, AJ, you're doing this tonight. This is what we want you to talk about.
Yeah.
Tony knows if he gives.
Yeah,
tips at
Tony
all.
knows. And Netflix.
Tony,
but I don't know. It's AJ. AJ's a legend of the business. If there was something more to it, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was reading it wrong. But you know, at the end of the day, he is right in what he's saying. He has no one to have his back. Possible he'll turn again.
Yeah, possibly. As long as you don't bring back that shitty thing, all good. So I'll just touch on a couple of backstage segments we had as well during that moment of show. We had obviously Jey Uso leave the arena apparently through a door that everyone goes, but then they come back. And the quote was, which really I took to heart, was Jimmy say to him, "You sound like Roman."
Yeah, I loved it.
And obviously we'll touch on a bit later on in the show what that could mean. We also then had a backstage segment with Asuka, who's having some serious best friend problems, and she got into an altercation with Nikki Bella, which they will have a match later on, which we'll touch on. So yeah, I just wanted to go through those couple of things that happened. Next up, we then had Lyra Valkyria versus Raquel Rodriguez. I don't know. I'm feeling. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a bit bored of Lyra at the moment. I don't know if that's me being harsh. I don't know if that's because they've done her dirty in storylines. Tone, I'll go to you first, mate. What's your thoughts on her? Is she just, obviously, is it just binding its time? Because obviously, I'll talk about it now, but we had another Bayley promo come in, and she's obviously going to bring this new character that's coming back. Is it just binding time for when Bayley returns?
Yeah, I believe that they're just doing that. It's just filler because obviously they got Raquel at the moment isn't doing much until Liv comes back. Do you know what I mean? So when Liv comes back, then Raquel and Roxanne Perez, that storyline will go there, and then again with Bayley coming back. And that's the thing with WWE. If there's no stories, they just put them together until the time. And I think that's all they're doing. It's just a filler. It's just a filler to get like we said, like they're talented women and they're really good and they deserve to be on the show. But I said probably 20 minutes ago, if there's no story in it, you're not interested in it. And there's no story to have them two in a match. So,
as long as Bayley doesn't come back as an Egyptian, whatever, and we never got the backstory as to why.
Yeah, definitely.
I want Hugger Bayley back.
I reckon it'll be some sort of twisted Hugger Bayley, which would be pretty cool. Mr. Tom, was you surprised that Raquel actually picked up the pinfall, or did you see that just them doing that just to make Lyra look a bit weaker so when the return does happen, she comes out the strongest?
It's a good question, Mr. Host. It's a great question.
That's what I'm here for.
The first thought that in my head was basically, Raquel won. Okay, and I watched the show, so I'm surprised that I was surprised she won a show that I actually watched the match on. But yeah, anyway, they're building her to work more like Diesel, clearly, because they're actually making use more of the fact that she's bloody massive, and ostensibly the way you do that is by having her actually beat people. And so it works in both ways because she wins, and basically Lyra's now doing the old, I'm very much similar on the Bayley losing streak kind of way, because once Becky Hogan finishes with you, you're going to the back of the queue, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
Becky
I agree.
Hogan.
So that was that. Anybody have any other thoughts on Bayley's return, or anybody feel that when she does come back, have they got to use a phrase Mr. Tom said, strap a rocket on her back for her to get back up there?
It's got to be a heel.
Yeah, Tariq's obviously the best person. He's a massive Bayley fan, so
yeah. I think what you said about the twisted hugger version, sort of like that, but crazy. Have that sort of well, I'm going a bit weird here, but like Gallows when he had the old Festus thing where he turned a bit nice guy.
Yeah.
But the bell rang, he turned into a monster.
Yeah.
It won't be the same like that, but something where Bayley's conflicted and she's acting like a psycho.
Yeah.
And I think she'll take Lyra out, and then she'd be that crazy lady. Maybe her and Nikki Cross can join as a team once Nikki Cross decides she wants her own thing, or Bailey join the Wyatts in the future.
Imagine that, Tony's disappointment.
Yeah.
Bailey joins after all this time of saying
I
it'd
like
be Bliss.
Yeah, I'd cry.
That'd be fun.
Well, she's better than Bliss anyway, so.
Bailey's fantastic. I thought the stuff she did with Damage Control was absolutely fantastic.
Mm.
Then they turned her face,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I think she's better as a heel, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really, really good, and I hope when they bring her back, it's an instant impact and it's an instant hit with all of us as fans because we watch it because we love it. I kind of want to sidetrack from Bailey just smidge, because I again, one person that's been underlooked throughout the entirety of like Raw this year, especially, is Raquel.
Yeah.
I think Raquel's put on very good matches. Great character work. I've loved watching her. I haven't been bored of seeing her because she's been entertaining the entire time. So that's, and I'm sidetracking, but I think Raquel deserves her flowers this year, and she deserves a world title run.
Ooh. Strong statement there. We're here for it. We'll see if it happens. I'm sure I can clip that and play it if it doesn't happen. Nothing goes unshown on this show, trust me. So next up, obviously, AJ Lee was back, if anyone didn't know. So she come out on Raw with the women's IC belt around her waist. And she was just saying she's your wrestler's favourite wrestler, which is not a lie, is it? Fact, not fiction there. So then obviously Becky come out, then so did Seth Rollins, then CM Punk obviously barged through them. And obviously in all the stuff that was going on, they obviously agreed to a match at WrestlePalooza, which I thought was quite funny, the segment, because Becky wanted a belt back, and she had a bit of back and forth with the fans as well. I do love a bit of that, even if they are sometimes paid extras. I'll go to you, George. What did you make of the set? Oh, you didn't watch too much of Raw, did you?
No, the only bit I watched was the next bit. So
all right, well, I'll keep you to the end then. So yeah. I'll go to you, Craig. What did you make of AJ's segment? To me, it looked like she didn't miss a beat off of it on her promo. It was pretty good promo, to be honest, for someone who hadn't been there for a decade. Yeah,
it was. I quite like the bit of obviously talking about her battles.
Yeah.
And when she got the crowd singing, chanting therapy. I thought that was quite good. The way she just had the crowd in her hands. I thought it was a good promo, mate. Like she's literally come back, like straight back into it. Looked confident. Gave a really, really good promo. And it sets it up nicely for everything that's going to happen. I did want her to absolutely smash Seth Rollins, a bit like what Becky had done.
Yeah.
I think that would have been quite good to see, but unfortunately not. I'm sure we may see it. WrestlePalooza. I'm sure she might get her hands on him. But yeah, no, it was a good promo. Sets it up all nicely.
Cool. I'm going to put you all on the spot here. Can anybody tell me the last time AJ Lee was in action on Raw?
Before she
I would have thought.
Before she retired.
Hence the 10 years, Mr.
I like
Tom.
that
Yeah,
answer.
2015. That's right.
I did the maths.
It wasn't too hard.
Mathematician.
But no, the last time AJ was in action, she was in a 6-woman tag. She was with Naomi and Paige, and they defeated Natalya and the Bella Twins. So that was on Raw, March 30th, 2015. ChatGPT.
Wait, there's 2 Bellas.
Yeah, there was 2 actually. Yeah, there used to be one under the ring. Can you imagine that? Yeah.
That's how I book it personally. But
that's a good booking.
Let's stay there too.
As old Bray Wyatt would say, that's some good shit, right? So
Can we talk about Seth Rollins? And
I was just about to say, just before we move on.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. No, John has obviously got some strong opinions about Seth Rollins' character development since he's been turned heel. So I'm open to you, mate. Go for it.
How long we doing?
I'm not going to talk forever. Don't worry. Who remembers growing up and watching Triple H on TV?
I remember being sick of him being on TV.
Yeah.
Likewise.
How many people hated him? Like, you loved to hate him. He come on the TV, you want to boo him.
Yeah.
No,
His
I just
music
wanted him to
hit.
fuck off for a change.
Yeah. So, all right. So, any good heel does that. Now, Seth is a very good weasel heel, right? He's not a heel that is one that can like just beat someone up for the sake of beating someone up like Gunther. Seth's heel run. So this is where I feel that they need to do what they need to do. Get rid of that stupid entrance song. Get rid of it. The fans should not like. I get it's all about fan interaction. The fans should not be cheering. Oh, like get in the bin. Like if I
makes my
want
fucking
to
day.
boo you.
It's quality.
I'm fucking there, mate.
I like that song.
That's the thing, right? But that's what you do for a face. That's what you do for a good guy. You cheer the
The only
good guys
reason
and
he
you
was
boo the
face to
heels.
face.
You know, it's that I have very strong opinions on it because obviously we bit of training and stuff like that. You know, I was taught a heel. One thing you do, William Regal puts it so eloquently.
Your mic's gone, mate.
All of yourself and a crowd are laughing. Right, when you do the eventual beat down on or the heat on a baby face, you know, you look into the crowd. This is your hero. You laughed at me. You've done this and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I just like we all have different opinions what a heel should be.
Yeah.
I think they should get rid of his theme song and you know just have it something completely different. So when he comes out, you boo him because people are booing him when he's there and when he's talking. They look at the AJ segment; they booed the hell out of him. They still cheered his song when he come out. Get rid of the song. Just make him go back to the old whatever it was. I don't know. Some weird thing that I couldn't even like. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's in agreement with me there, but that's it. That's my opinion on Seth Rollins, and he'll run it in a minute.
No, but yeah, no, this is what it's all about. Open debate. Does any of you guys obviously? I disagree. I like the theme. I feel you can still have a catchy theme if you're a heel or a face, but that's just me, you know. Like people still cheer the Rock's theme or Triple H's the Gang theme.
I love these theme songs.
Yeah, I mean, does anybody else have anything they want to say on the matter?
I disagree. More than sorry. Well, more than not so much I agree. It's basically what I've been saying in here in the group chat for months. That you can't be the top heel, but also have the fan participation aspect of your character. You just can't. And if you do, you're not very good at it. You're not doing your own character a service. Basically. You're doing a massive disservice to yourself as top heel if you're making it so everyone in the crowd enjoys when you appear. Because they shouldn't enjoy when you appear. They should want you to fuck off. They should actually be massively sick of the sight of you. The fact that you start the show and then you end the show. People should be complaining about it every week. But they're not. But they're complaining about it, but they'll complain and then they'll still sit there and go, oh, whatever the song is. They're not going to do it, but still.
Oh, he's going to start singing Bon Jovi, mate.
Halfway there.
Tariq, was there something you want to say on it, or?
Yeah, I sort of disagree because it'd be whatever theme he has, even if he goes for something dark, people love it. It's like Bron Breakker, his theme song, like it's not as catchy as Seth Rollins or anyone else's, but when it comes on, everyone's barking.
Yeah.
All the fans are barking. They love it. Everyone loves the heel now. It's not like the old days where it's the heel, everyone had to boo him and the good guy had to win. Like, go to the other WrestleMania when I was the Cody Crybaby and you guys were all Roman fans. Yeah. It's like that. No one wants to support the good guy anymore because that's boring. Everyone wants the heel is cool. So if if you have a generic one that Jim Johnston does and whatever, people are going to get fed up of it. It's like going to be a pile of crap. Everyone loves a bit of a bad guy theme. Even that DXs when they started, they were evil. Everyone loves it. So the theme song, it's not like it's the antics. That's what makes the heel. You gotta hate them. If it breaks AJ Lee's arm in the WrestlePalooza, then he'd get some heel stick or whatever. But people are gonna love whatever theme he has. People are gonna love it, even if it's dark.
No, good
I
shout.
think this might be the first time these two have disagreed. Mr. Tom looks like he's lost all respect for Tarek.
Well, no, look, that's what we're here for. Healthy wrestling debate, and everyone's
Exactly.
entitled to opinion. So, yeah.
It's very upset.
Andy Herbert there, I'm just saying, why can't we play Triple H's theme song before the game start? Yeah, it'd be pretty
You
cool.
got to speak to Pete on a poll about that one.
Exactly.
Message him on Twitter with a wrestling song you want played at half time or whatever. He'll play it.
I've asked for Doink the Clown many times, but he's never played it. Right.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
Don't
next
do it
up.
this week, though,
Yeah.
because you play at 12:30, so it'd be really awkward at R5.
Yeah, that would be actually. Next up, we had Rusev versus Penta. Obviously, New Day were getting involved as well. They got some beef with Penta at the moment because they want the Mexican Destroyer band. Rusev come out on top, and he's looking stronger and stronger every week, Tony. What do you make of his character development since he's been back? I'm enjoying him since he's been back, to be honest. He's been very, like, what I wanted to see when his first run, like, very, like, forceful, the brute, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a couple of weeks ago we spoke about him and we said that him and Sheamus, you know, I think he's proven that he can take the beatings and he can give them out, and he's proved to everyone that he's actually a good like wrestler and a character as well. He doesn't need to have, like, I think we spoke as well about Lana coming back, but I think we're all in agreement that obviously we wouldn't mind seeing her back, but we didn't want to see them two together again. I think he's better on his own.
Yeah.
And I think that he's proven that he's actually really, really good in the ring as well. Because I think, like, he probably, again, he's in that bracket of probably mid-card title soon, I reckon. So obviously he could end up going for the Intercontinental. So, yeah.
Interesting. No, but it's going good for Rusev. I think, like you say, I reckon he'll be coming up against Dominic pretty soon if Dominic still holds on to the belt. But we'll see where it goes. Then next up, we had Asuka versus Nikki Bella. I do not like Asuka's new finishing maneuver. It's terrible. I prefer that Asuka Lock. She should use that, but that's my opinion. Mr. Tom, what was your thoughts on the match? Because obviously afterwards, that's come up a bit too fast. But yeah, no, what was your thoughts on the match, mate? And obviously it looks like we're going to get a tag team match coming up with Nikki and...
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, I thought King of the Ring final would be really good. That doesn't count.
That does count.
No chance. No chance.
Don't forget you saw that. Scrub that. But yeah, no. So what would you make of the match and obviously the potential tag team matches? Is that all they got for Rhea at the moment? Is that good enough for you?
I think they're all just treading water because they're waiting for the moment to basically do Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the 9 millionth time. And it will be great. They'll do it 9 million times. It will be great 9 million times, but it's great as long as Rhea Ripley doesn't win. Because I think that part of the story is the best part of it. Just because she dominates everyone, but the fact that this little Japanese woman, she just cannot beat her, is fantastic.
Brilliant. Do you? I know. Oh, no, it's not worth it. I'm not going to talk about WrestlePalooza yet, and obviously Io Sky. We'll save that to next week. So we'll kick into our main event, which was why has my screen gone down? It was Braun LA Knight versus Bronson Reed. Sorry. Obviously we had Braun Breaker on the outside getting involved, but let's cut to the end, mate. It was a good match. George, I'll go to you, mate, because I know that's what you've seen. And obviously,
I'm itching, mate.
The main talking point, obviously, is Jimmy coming down, obviously helping, and then Jay coming back from apparently leaving and then hitting LA Knight with the spear. We saw a different side of Jay at the end of the show. Do you potentially see a heel turn for him?
I fucking love it. No, Jay, about time, Jay Uso. So I've got a bit of a story to this bit. So obviously going back to the behind the backstage stuff when Jimmy said you sounded like Roman, that's because Jay said, "Oh, we're making people acknowledge us and we're smashing people." So it's like a mini Roman. I thought, where's this been? This is the Jay we should have seen ages ago. So then, obviously, I think we are going to see heel Jay. But it'll be interesting. It'll be actually quite good because I think obviously Roman, we're seeing what Roman's doing. Like he's not there the whole time, but could it be the start of I don't know, Jay taking the torch off of Roman properly this time? Because Roman said before that he wasn't going to be around for quite a few more years. So LA Knight deserves it. To be honest, like he's boring now. LA shite, as I keep calling him at the minute. But yeah, Jay. I couldn't be happier, mate. I'm not gonna lie. After a really shit few weeks with my personal life, Jay Uso potentially turning heel has brought me back. That's what I'm saying.
That's what wrestling does for people. I tell you.
Yeah, exactly. I love it.
I'll do what Craig done, so I'll open up the floor. Obviously, has anybody got any other thoughts on the ending of Raw and the potential of Jay?
I love it. I think he's when, like George was saying, I think he's got the heel tendencies now, and it's like when he first became main event Jey Uso, when he had that nasty streak when him and Sammy used to argue. He's got that streak to him, and I think he's going to be one of them ones where he's not going to take shit from anyone. It might not be a full on heel, it might be a tweener, but if someone like wrongs him, he's going to kick their head off or spear him. So, but then it's where does Jimmy fit in this? Is Jimmy going to be the reluctant big brother who follows him, or is he going to try to lead into the light, so like a good cop, bad cop thing? But it's an exciting way to go. It's something different. It's better than him doing the old. And it's like maybe he might still do a little bit of that, but it brings another dimension to him at the current stage he's at.
Interesting. I see Mr. Tom's churning down there. Have you got something you want to mention on the matter?
Well, thank you for the invitation, sir. Keep your hands down because I know you're still counting. But in all seriousness, I do consider that was a heel turn. In my opinion, that he turned heel on Monday night. Whether they actually carry on with that, or because I know pencils have erasers and stuff like that, but still, I feel the fact unequivocally, obviously, LA Knight was told in no uncertain terms was basically do not interfere, no matter what happens to Jimmy.
Yeah.
And Jimmy was like, "Oh, I got you," and then came out and helped him. But because it didn't go wrong for him, basically, I interpreted it as LA Knight was very happy that basically had saved him from an arse whooping. And then obviously the second he basically went, "Oh yeah, we can be mates now," kind of thing. And then he turned around and then Jay was like, "No, actually we can't be mates because Roman Reigns has basically got in my head. And basically I'm going to become the new tribal chief," kind of. That's rightly or wrongly, that's how I saw it. He's very much basically taken on board things that Roman Reigns has subtly put in his head over the last few weeks. Well, obviously before he got on his 9 millionth sabbatical for another couple of months or whatever. But still, and I'll shut up after this. But I just think it was a great little wrinkle. And because the thing about heel Jey Uso is that he's very emotional. Whereas Jimmy was the opposite. Whereas Jimmy was very cool and calm as a heel, because when the Bloodline was the Bloodline and Sami Zayn was part of it, Jay had absolutely no time for Sami Zayn.
Yeah,
it was arguably the best part of the entire angle, because Jimmy basically was like, "Oh yeah, Sammy's hanging around with us. Yeah, whatever, cool. If Roman tells me to beat him up, we'll beat him up. But if he doesn't, we won't," kind of thing. But Jimmy, basically, Jay, was just looking for any reason to start on Sammy and didn't get one really, or Roman wasn't allowing it, whatever. Whereas I think we're now going to get the absolute emotional psychopath of Jey Uso, and it might be compelling television. I'm not sure whether it will be, but it might be.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree. we saw a side of it when he was having a feud with Gunther, didn't he? So we did see that nasty side to Jey Uso. So yeah, WWE get those OT t-shirts printed, mate. New tribal chief in town.
OTY.
And this show will take copyright claims for that if you do decide to do it, and I'll be suing your asses. But no, that was your Monday Night Raw. Pretty good show, pretty solid show. Obviously, AJ, again, I'll start with you, Mr. Tom. What was your Raw review rating?
I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Obviously, not a full 10 because, once again, Big E was not beat up by the New Day at his house. And until they do that angle, you're not getting 10 out of 10.
Cheers.
I want Xavier Woods and Kofi to turn up at Big E's house and beat him up. And I'm 50-50 on whether to actually do his wife, but still. Me and him
I miss
sister,
Big E
by the
flying
way.
his jacket at Glory Grave.
We'll rephrase that about Dewey's wife, but
Yeah.
we get what you mean.
Especially with Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
We'll do. We'll edit that bit out.
Paige here.
Oh shit, we're live. But George, what was your rating?
10 out of 10, mate. It's Jey Uso. Fuck the rest of the show. My Jay's back. So
Brilliant. Tariq,
I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Tony,
Yeah, 9 for me, just for the ending.
cool. John,
7.
7.
Yeah. Good Raw. Very good Raw. The only memorable thing for me is obviously the AJ segment and obviously the ending.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I found it quite forgettable personally, but
Wicked. Great.
Good.
I'll give it an 8.
8. Cool.
I'll go 8.
And I'll give it a 9 because I only saw 2 segments because I fell asleep. So yeah. So you can forgive me this week, guys. I will be back next week to my best, obviously, but no, I'm very tight this week. So yeah, that was your SmackDown and Raw, and we're gonna shoot over to Tariq's NXT roundup. Pretty good NXT this week. I did watch that.
So NXT this week, it was building up to next week's show, which is NXT Homecoming back in Full Sail University. They started the show off with fallout from last week's show where Javon Evans was beaten up by Josh Briggs. Javon come out and he called Briggs out. Briggs come out straight away and Javon flew at him over the top rope and it started a match off, which was a fantastic match. 13-40 minutes. There was a lot of offense between both. It was touch and go. But Briggs ended up winning by Javon went to the top and went to do like a flying move on him, like a coffin drop, which is what someone on the Indies uses. But Josh Briggs had a chain and he put on his wrist and he just punched Javon at the back of the head and took a dirty win. So that feud isn't going to end very well soon, so it'll carry on for a bit. So that was a good start to it. Then, fallout from last weekend, DIY came out to the ring and were talking about their 10-year anniversary again and how they attacked Trick last week. Trick come out and he said that I'm still the best champion, and they were saying, come in the ring and we'll beat you up again. But Trick goes, he's not coming alone. So as soon as he tried to get in the ring, Carmelo Hayes music played and he come back to the ring. So Trick and Melo sort of back. He thought this was a bit going back a bit, but Melo come out and he goes, DIY built this house. I put foundations in or whatnot, and Trick is sort of squatting. So you thought, how's it going? Is he turning on Trick again? But it was a good thing, and they were saying that because of the Homecoming, we want a DIY versus Trick Melo at the Homecoming next week. So it's old NXT versus the 2.0 version. So that'll be a good tag team match for next week. Then we got our favourite segment in, well, it's a match really, in the Speed Championship, which who gets beaten under 3 minutes in a wrestling match? It was Laney Reed versus someone called Fabi Apache or some whatever from Japan or whatever. that match lasted about 2 minutes. Lainey won it by Natalia come out and she jumped on the apron to distract this baby person who apparently Natty's going to be fighting soon. So Lainey Reed's got through to the next round. We then got Dark State in a tag team title match against our favourite tag team, Hank and Tank. Lasted about 10 minutes, which was 10 minutes too long. And then one of the Dark State guys, Cutler James, I think it's called, he grabbed one of them, Hank Tank, I'm not sure which one's which. And he goes, he said, Joe Hendry's not going to help you now. And then suddenly, through the...
Whoa, sorry, who?
Who?
Joe Hendry.
Off.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I love that.
And he's gone. He loves it, really.
I'm done.
But,
We should all get it as a ringtone when we
I'm
meet up with
finished.
Craig.
Yeah, exactly.
A boss
I
that
just
plays it
don't-
every
I
day.
just don't get it. I just
In the
don't.
stream, bro.
It's quality, mate. But no, they were looking at the ring entrance to see if he was coming from there. But then when he didn't come from there, he come from this like panel thing. He sort of burst through it, sort of like what Shockmaster did, but instead of following, he didn't do that. He actually burst through it properly.
He didn't follow.
But, and then
Did it better.
exactly, make a fool of himself. But it ended up backfiring because he got into the ring and the referee got distracted, and that caused Hank and Tank to be pinned by one of them, sort of cheating as they do. So, see where that leads. Is it going to be Hank and Tank turning against Joe Hendry in the future? But thank God Hank and Tank are not going to be champions in the nearby future. Then we got a flag. It was a flag on a pole match where it was Tavian Heights with the American flag and Ethan Page with the Canadian flag. It was a decent match, 6-7 minutes. Tavian Heights is a star. They're making him out to be a star, an Olympian. He hit a belly to belly off the top rope, and then he ended up getting the American flag, which American flag, you've got to win. The American flags don't lose. So he ended up winning, and then he got the Canadian flag and put it over Ethan Page's body. And whilst he was celebrating the outside, we got another return. Tyler Breeze come back with his selfie stick and his crappy music. He come in the ring, lay down, and did a selfie, which it's going to lead to a title match for the North American next week between Tyler Breeze and Ethan Page. So that's that one.
Tom's so happy. He's so happy.
He is, yeah.
Might not be the Battle of Canada because Tyler Breeze is Canadian, isn't he?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, he is, yeah. But then we got to the main event, which was a triple threat elimination tag team match where the winners would face the tag team champions next week. It was Izzy, Dame, and Tatum Baxter versus Two of Fatal Influence and Zarya and Sol Ruka. Fantastic match to start with. Good moves. Zarya is a monster.
Yeah.
She's brilliant. But what happened is she went for a move. Sol Ruka went for giving a Soul Snatcher move, which is, like I said, one of the best finishers I've seen. She went to hit it on Tatum Paxley, but someone else moved Zarya in the way, so she gave her finisher to her own tag team partner, and they were eliminated first, which should hopefully lead to Zarya turning heel on Sol Ruka, which will be fantastic. But then Fatal Influence actually, they got beat a couple of minutes later by Izzy Dame hitting a sky high. So Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley are facing Charlotte and Tony's fancy piece next week for the titles. So Tony's watching next week. Then they were in the ring, and JC Jane came in the ring while Fatal Influence were mopping, and she berated him, saying, "You letting me down all the time." And she said, "I'm the champion. I'm not getting credit. I'm the best champion there is," which brought out Stephanie Vaca. So she was like, "Yeah." She beat She was like, "You
Great
beat me
aerial
once."
ability.
I know exactly. The best female wrestler ever. So they were like, she said, that you got lucky when you beat me for the title because you needed 3-on-1. So JC goes, like, there's 3 of us now and 1 of you, so like, shut up. And she goes, I've not come alone. And she goes, do you know what time it is? And then Tiffy's music played. Tiffy come out, and she was like, I'm the women's champion, and we're better than you and everything. And JC sort of was mean girl. She goes, this is like the old super seniors coming back and wanting that one final glory bit. And Tiffy goes to Steph, she goes, I don't think Mummy will like being called a super senior. And then Rhea's music come out, and then she sort of like said, next week 3-on-3 match at that homecoming, whatever they've got. But they got in the ring and they had a bit of a scrap. The 3 face stars not fitting up from out the ring, and the Fatal Influence sold like they were like panicking because they've got Rhea Ripley to face next week. So they've got next week's matches, which will be good because there's a North American Championship match, Ethan Page, Tyler Breeze. You've got Alexa and Charlotte versus Izzy and Tatum, which should be brilliant. Trick and Mello versus DIY, and this triple threat one. And we also get Grayson Waller coming back to NXT for his show Grayson the Waller effect. And he's got Obafemi, the legend Obafemi, and Ricky Sates on it. It was next week should be good. This week it was a 10 out of 10 show. Everything was fantastic. Everything's fantastic. I could watch it again and again.
Absolutely. No, I agree to it. Thank you very much. And obviously, NXT has now give me, Craig don't know this, but I've just thought of a segment we're going to start doing. It's called the Ron Simmons Damn of the Week. I've just got it off the top of my head because this picture has basically made me think of this segment. So I'll do this week's, Craig. Next week, you could do next week's. So yeah, the Ron Simmons Damn of the Week. Find the best picture you can from Raw, SmackDown, or NXT.
Aerial ability.
Aerial ability must be applied at all times. And it
Jonesy, can I have Jey Uso spearing LA Knight?
Unfortunately, he's not the sort of aerial ability.
This is not the aerial ability we're talking about.
Yeah, I gathered. I was just trying to be funny.
But no, that picture gets the Ron Simmons approval.
Damn.
There we go. On to Tony's news now. Right, Tony, just before you do it, Restream have helped you out here. There you go. Boom. Breaking news.
Well, it's not really breaking news because you mentioned it earlier, but AJ Lee.
It's quite slow news.
AJ Lee, obviously, we've seen her. She signed. It's apparently a multi-year deal, and it's not a part-time deal either. So she's going to be seen week in, week out, apparently. And moving forward, she's going to be one of the main players in the women's division. So that'll be good to see. On contracts, while we're talking, Shinsuke Nakamura, his contract's up some point at the end of this year, and it's not going to be renewed. So likely he'll head back to Japan, which is a bit of disappointment because I do like him. I think he's a good wrestler. I do think they dropped the ball with him. I think after he left NXT, he had about a year and a half in the main roster on Raw and SmackDown where he was really good. But, you know. While we're on contracts again, it was this week, Sarah Logan. She's obviously been gone from WWE earlier this year, and she stated that they've not renewed their contract. But it's not been confirmed by WWE, but it has been because they've moved her profile and everything to the alumni section on the website. So take that as you would. And finally, it was a talk of Hollywood, shall we say, with The Rock, with his rapid weight loss, looking very slim. That was for a film where he's playing a 70-year-old man called the Chicken Man
Yeah.
Yeah.
for a film, The Lizard Music. If you remember, he recently cut weight for the film that he played as Mark, the MMA star.
Yeah.
He cut weight then, but he did say, which was very interesting, that it's only temporary. He will be putting back on his muscle and his body weight for other projects that he's got coming up. Whether that means film or we're going to see the final boss back in WWE very soon.
Too fairy.
Yeah.
Christmas movies.
And, yeah.
Right. Sorry, what?
And that's it from Tony's news this week.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Right, on to Craig's Fact of the Week.
So, WWE SmackDown's historic night of 4 fatal 4-way matches. On June 13th, 2025, WWE SmackDown made history by featuring 4 fatal 4-way matches in a single episode. The most ever in one night, surpassing the previous record of 3, which had stood since 2010. The first one was the King of the Ring tournament fatal 4-way. Randy Orton, LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, Aleister Black, which saw Randy Orton progress to the next round. The second was the Queen of the Ring tournament fatal 4-way. Cargill, Jax, Michin, Piper Niven, seeing Jade Cargill progress to the next stage. The third was Tony's favourite, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Candice LeRae, Alba Fire, who had replaced Chelsea Green, and Alexa Bliss went on to win. And the fourth was Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Andrade, with Cody Rhodes progressing. And that is the fact of the week.
Excellent. And I know, Craig, you were saying to me, obviously, you enjoyed doing Guess the Wrestler. So if you want, mate, next week we can alternate it a bit better. I'll have a bit more.
Whatever, mate.
So
Yeah. I'm happy. Whatever, mate.
Just give you a bit of a breather, do something else. But yeah, if that's
we can mix it up, mate. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
no problem.
I won't guess then if this week if we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just let them guess and whatever.
And then we'll just keep to it.
Yeah. We'll alternate it. Yeah.
Wicked. Right, on to Georgia Boy's Blast from the Past.
Cheers, Jonesy. I nearly forgot who it was, so that would have been fun. Yeah, so we're going to talk about my blast from the past. We're going to talk about one of my favourite wrestlers growing up. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. We're going to talk about Kurt Angle. Obviously, we see John Cena done a couple of his moves. I think Cena said that he done that because he knows he can't face everyone that he wanted to. So I don't think we're going to see Cena versus Angle in his farewell tour. But just obviously going around quickly to get your most favourite or one favourite Kurt Angle experience or memories of it. I remember when
the milk truck.
Yeah. I remember when he done the I'm just a sexy Kurt when he was in the wheelchair. That one was fun. Yeah. I'll start with you, Mr. Tom, because you haven't really said much tonight.
Well, thank you for the invitation to answer your question, sir.
No problem, sir.
Basically, the actual correct answer for this, even though it's an opinion question, but the actual correct answer is basically the time he wore a little cowboy hat in a backstage segment with Stone Cold and Vince McMahon. It's actually the best thing I've ever seen in wrestling, and until the next best thing I've ever seen in wrestling, because it's quite cyclical like that. But still, it's fantastic. The way he's just stood there and they part, like the sea parts like he's Moses, or other religious figures are available, presumably. Anyway, he just had littlest cowboy hat in the world. He looked like such a prick. It was fantastic. 24 out of 10. Incredible.
Oh, cheers, mate. Always can rely on you to put a smile on our face, Mr. Tom. Craig?
I think the milk truck with Austin. Oh look, there's the cowboy outlet. I also like when he pretended that he wasn't bald and had that wig on continuously
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah, I think them two stand out for me.
Cool. What about you, John?
My name is Kurt Angle, and what the heck? I want a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. It was that rap battle that was John Cena.
I wasn't expecting a rap on tonight's show.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, this is what you can
it's-
expect on here, mate.
Our truth was it?
there's so many good Kurt Angle moments. There's loads that stick out, but one I replayed time and time again was when he stole Cena's hat, put it on backwards, and did this rap on SmackDown. I was crying with laughter because it was just such a funny, fun segment. That and you're a boy and I'm a man. I'm a man who loves to play with boys.
Come here, little boy.
I just want to. Sorry, George, to interrupt, but I just want to shout out to Booker T. Tariq will know what I'm on about, but he did actually say a quote that he's going to pop his dick when he saw Stephanie Vaquer come out. So
apparently it was neck. And
was
not
it neck?
dick.
It sounded
Apparently,
it sounded
yeah.
like
It
dick.
sounded-
It sounded
It
like
did
dick.
sound like that.
It definitely sounded like dick.
Chucky
I wouldn't be
Ducky
surprised
back.
with Booker T, would we? Like,
Exactly.
I mean, I think he spoke for like 90% of the male population. But
yeah. Tony?
I mean, I was going to say the cowboy hat, but I think it was the one thing that sticks in my mind with Kurt Angle is some of the moves he did in the ring. I think one of the moves that he did was the suplex to Shane McMahon through that glass thing.
Oh, was that
When-
King of the Ring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first time he did it, it didn't break, and then he said, "Let's do it again." Then he did it again. For me, that just sticks in my head. That was that and the cowboy moment were the two that stuck in my head.
Yeah. Tariq?
Mine was the cowboy thing, and when he was singing that song that Jimmy got, whatever that song he sang, it was just so quality. It was, yeah, that's the one. I love that. But then I also loved the Iron Man match he had with Brock Lesnar when he came up short. That was a quality match as well, and that just reminds me of Kurt Angle coming to the end and like he was it 2 falls in the last couple of minutes, and you thought he's going to level it, and time ran out. I love that match.
Was that the one where Lesnar nearly died when he done the 450 or whatever?
No. It was, that was the WrestleMania. This was like
okay.
SmackDown match.
Right.
Was that the one where he got disqualified twice, or was it?
Yeah, he got
disqualified twice.
Yeah, 2-3 times and hitting the chair, and then he sort of picked up a couple of suplexes and pinfalls.
Just to update Catherine, it's on 6.
6 interruptions. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Tom.
is that him again? I thought that was him again. I was trying to get a 7 there. So yeah, thank you for all of that. I'll pass you back to Jonesy, but appreciate it.
Nice
Cheers,
one,
mate.
George.
No
Thank you,
worries.
George.
I'll just give you mine, George, because you did forget about me.
Oh, fucking hell,
Thank you, Jonesy.
well, I was trying to. I was
didn't
basically
ask
waiting for you to
Jonesy.
say that. So then I was
No,
like, "That's fine."
It's all right, mate. No, mine's pretty
No.
much been mentioned anyway. So yeah. So obviously
I
the
was
feud.
because I knew it was going to be so good. That's why.
No, the feud with Eddie Guerrero, and obviously the invasion match where he come running down to ringside and hit Stone Cold in the head with the belt will always be probably. Because I was at a young age where you thought that was real, and you did think it was the end of WWE if they were to win. So yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
Jonesy, what's your one? Sorry.
There you go, mate. You have to say that.
Was he also involved in the bit where it was him and Stone Cold trying to make the Undertaker laugh when Stone Cold kept repeating what Vince was saying?
Yeah.
And then Kurt was there. Kurt was there as well, trying to get Taker to laugh.
Yeah. It's just a shame. I don't know if you guys have watched the Undertaker's podcast. That he's now lost all feeling in pretty much the bottom of his hands and his little fingers. He's got his spinal cord is fused all together, so he's got no discs left. So unfortunately, what he was saying is a matter of time before he will be paralyzed and stuff like that, which is obviously a great shame. But wrestling with a broken freaking neck, as he would say, is obviously going to take its toll. One thing I did hate was him dressing up as a Shield member, but we're not mentioning that.
Never happens.
It never happened.
Didn't see it, so I
Arrange
didn't.
that.
But no, just before I'm going to go on to guest the wrestler to end the show. But we still got a bit of time. There's nothing to rush off after. Does anybody want to speak about anything else that happened this week in the WWE?
Does that mean something's happened that we forgot about?
No, just
All
want
right.
just in case we missed anything. Did anyone have a burning topic they want to talk about yet, Mr. Tom?
I'd like to speak slightly on NXT, if you don't mind, a little sermon on it. I love the NXT segment. It's fantastic. Basically, it's a little
rest of us are
teasy
shit.
because I know I don't have to watch it. But,
Don't worry
in
about the
all
rest of us.
seriousness, my favourite part of NXT is how they've basically decided Tavian Heights is so unover, so the opposite of over, where basically he comes out and you can get a perfect recording of the entrance theme. Because, like, if basically, if you type in, for example, AJ Lee entrance theme, you basically get a perfect copy of it. But if you did with crowd noise, you wouldn't get it because obviously the crowd would be cheering. Tavian Heights, you wouldn't know if the crowd were there or not because they're not reacting anyway. So thank you to him for existing and providing me with that opportunity. If I was the sort of person that would actually record an entrance theme, but I'm not because I'm not 12 years old. But still, anyway.
Like that on the old cassette and play.
Yeah.
Pause.
I thought that was your voicemail. You used to have the music on the voicemail. No, wicked. Okay, we'll go into guess the wrestler then before we end the show. Right, guess the wrestler this week. What I'm going to do, I'm going to read one fact at a time, and then if anyone's got their hand up, then they got their free to answer. All right. So we'll kick off with the first one. This wrestler once served as an assistant coach for an amateur wrestling at the University of Minnesota. Just waiting to see if anybody puts their hand up. No. All right. Okay. He is one of the few wrestlers to pin Triple H during his reign of dominance in 2004.
I was scratching my head, not got my hand up.
Mr. Tom?
Is it Shelton Benjamin?
It is indeed.
Oh, I was literally about to guess.
2 clues and you got it. Well done, mate. So that brings it to Tariq 1, Mr. Tom 1. Excellent. Well done, mate. Good guess. There were some other clues I was going to go through. I'll just go through them quickly. His WWE debut wasn't as a single star. He came as part of a group of proteges.
I got it.
He had a short stint in New Japan Pro Wrestling, where he was part of Suzuki Gun. Anybody heard of them? He defeated Chris Jericho to win the Intercontinental Championship, and he was once ranked top 10 in 2005 for the top wrestlers in the world. Yeah. That was it. That was it. That was all I was going to give you tonight. Yeah, no, well done, Mr. Tom.
You said Minnesota. My brain went. It's got to be Brock or Shelton.
Yeah. I thought you guys would have got it instead of saying Minnesota or something like that, but no, probably thinking someone else. I wouldn't have gone that. But yeah, no, thanks a lot for tonight, guys. Obviously, me and Craig and you guys will be back next week. Next week's a big show. We've got it's WrestlePalooza preview show. And we will be debuting the new prediction belts as well, which will be coming. So that will be fun and interesting. We're going to do a little forfeit for losers as well, I think.
Oh, God.
Right. Whoever comes bottom. We're thinking maybe singing Sexy Kurt for the first forfeit of the shows. But me and Craig will definitely decide what the forfeits are.
Yeah.
But I just want to thank everybody in the chat for tonight. Obviously, my wonderful co-host Craig, thanks a lot for tonight, mate.
Yeah, always a pleasure, mate.
Definitely. John, thanks for coming on first show. Obviously, love to have you on again next week.
Yeah, pleasure to be here, mate.
Wicked. Tony, thanks for your new segment as usual. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, again, echo what John just said. Pleasure to be here.
Excellent. Tariq, NXT segment, best part of the show by some. No, by all of us.
Some only come for that part.
Yeah, some only come for that part. But, no. Thanks a lot, mate. Brilliant tonight.
Thanks, I've loved it, and thank God no technical issues this week.
Yes, we can hear you. You're not under the water.
I'm under the water.
George, thanks a lot for tonight, mate. Especially that Kurt Angle segment. That was brilliant. Got us all chatting about it.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Appreciate it. And I just want to say, well done for getting John Laurinaitis on the show. I think it's really good.
Mr.
Getting
Tom,
all these new people.
I have to give the plaudits to you, mate. Well done for not interrupting, making it only 6, was it?
I can confirm. I think we both did. We both go the same.
Yeah, we did.
We both went over 10.5, and he finished under. So yeah, congratulations, Mr. Tom. Maybe Tarek, if he kept his big fat mouth shut, I guarantee that would have been well over.
And he did say the big meaty men thing that he was saying.
No, I was going to say that. He never
we
said
did have
that.
a night of big meaty men.
No, missed out tonight. But no. Thanks, Mr. Tom. Hopefully you can join us again next week.
My favourite part of the show was basically sitting listening to you all talk for an hour and 20 minutes. For the actual thing that I was actually here for. But no, but seriously, it's been great in all seriousness. Thank you very much.
What we need is someone like, you know how Martin does the clocks. We need someone that does lamps.
Yeah. To get
Tom's name
like the
on the
genie.
whole wheel.
or a light up clock. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Does Martin do night clocks?
I could ask him. We'll definitely ask him.
You don't want to be able to see more of me, clearly. So.
I really do, Mr. Tom. I really do.
We'll definitely get you a pretty deadly clock, mate. Definitely for your wall.
Hank and Tank clock.
But no, thanks a lot, guys, in the chat. Andrew, Laura, Catherine's
thank
been
you.
in. Loads of you guys. Thanks for your interaction. And yeah, we'll see you again next week for a big WrestlePalooza preview show. Good night, everyone.
Good night.